Bonjour les adorables, bonsoir en fait. This is Llyane Stanfield and you can find me at learnparisianfrench.com. Tonight I would like to talk to you about future. What future tense do we use? Futur proche or futur simple? So some people may not even know what futur proche is. So I'm going to explain to you right now. It's a relative tense and the way to use it is the verb aller and infinitive of the verb to conjugate. So, and it is very, very simple because it is directly translatable to I am going to expression that we have in English. So, I'm going to eat, je vais manger. I'm going to sleep, je vais dormir. I'm going to walk, je vais marcher. So it's very easy, it's so handy because it's directly translatable from English to French. But should we use it and when? So it is a relative tense because it's always relative to the moment of now, to what it is that we're doing right now and the activity, the length of the activity, and it's always immediately after the present activity. That's how we use futur proche, the future, the near future, right? That's the translation. So the way, welcome, nice to see you here to watch the live. Please ask me questions if you have any. So futur simple is the one that starts from the infinitive. I will eat, je mangerai. I will sleep, je dormirai. I will, what did I say, walk, je marcherai. So this is the actual future tense in futur simple, which is used in writing as well as in speech. And it is usually more generic and it's anywhere in the future. It can happen, this activity, this action can happen anywhere in the future. And that is what you're using when you don't necessarily want to say, I will do it right away. You know, I'm going to do something immediately after what we do right now. So should you or shouldn't you use a futur proche, which is very, very tempting. So my suggestion, my advice for this is the following. If you are a beginner and futur simple is a little difficult for you and the ER verbs are a little more difficult for pronunciation, and that's something that you should be very careful about. Even though the regular verbs you know how to create the future, but the pronunciation is always a little tricky. So if in conversation futur simple doesn't quite come handy, I do strongly recommend that you go for futur proche in conversation. So I specialize in conversation, I specialize in pronunciation, you know that hopefully by now. So I always recommend that you go for futur proche so that you don't have to stop and think. But in the meantime, please practice futur simple because that is the one that you should use if it's not an action that you will do immediately after the moment of now. So this is going to be, I am going to eat instead of I will eat. I am going to sleep instead of I will sleep. And so be very careful. Know what you're doing. Know what the choice that you're making. And that's perfect as long as you know what you're doing and then you practice futur simple. In the meantime, that's perfectly acceptable, especially in conversation, not in writing. So in writing, you also have more time to prepare. So in writing, please be very careful. Futur proche is always used only if it's relative to the moment of now. Futur simple is the one to use, and so practice there and use in writing futur simple. Now, please ask me questions. Do ask questions under this video. I always, I get questions after the video, so please don't be shy. I always answer everything if I don't answer during the video because I always want to keep them really short so that you always have some alternative to practice. So if you don't have time to practice these videos are going to help you every day. Now, I do want to remind you that I have the June special that is coming to an end on the 19th. I have only 3 spots that I have available for this special. There is a bonus of $1,499 available for the June special, and the intensive program will go up in price after this month. So go to learnparisianfrench.com and shoot me an email, or just fill in that form, and I'll be so glad to answer all your questions. When you fill up that short form, you're going to have 1 hour of French with me, and I'm going to share with you the 1 rule of pronunciation that you should know but you don't, how to make conversation even if you are a beginner with the vocabulary that you already have, and my not so expected, the surprising technique that I have to help you to think in French. So go to learnparisianfrench.com. I'm going to be very short. I really want you to use these little videos. I don't want them to be long, but do ask me questions under this video. I'm looking forward to having the questions so that I can answer, and I'm looking forward to having you on the program in the June special. Merci beaucoup les adorables, à bonne nuit, au revoir.